Hey folks, Prateek here. This is what is Git. Git is a version control system. Okay, it is going to be the technology that we're going to use for the rest of our course. It is like a tool for for all the developers. It is the most widely used and most popular version control system. Control system, I hope you can understand, it is just a tool that is going to implement all the functionalities of version control. So Git is nothing but a tool that is going to help you perform all those things. It is going to create different versions of your code. It is going to allow you to track all those changes that you have made to your code. It is going to allow you to move back into previous versions. It is going to allow you to collaborate with other friends and developers in order to create your projects. Why is Git so popular? Now, Git themselves, they explain this very well on their website. So, the difference that is present between other version control systems and Git is in the way that they think of their information. It lies in the way that they store their data. In the first version, it is going to have file A, B and C. In the version 2, suppose you're making a change to file A and file C. So it's going to create a new version of file A and file C called Delta 1 and Delta 1 respectively for file A and file C. And for file B, it's going to store the same previous version, right? And you can see in other upcoming versions how it is storing those changes. If you're making the second change to file C, it's going to be stored as Delta 2. If you're making the second change to file A in version 4, it's going to be stored as Delta 2, right? So this is how Delta based version control works. How Git works. It does not think of its data as file based changes. It thinks of its data as a stream of snapshots. Every version it is going to store your file, right? And suppose that in version 1 you have file A, file B and file C. This dotted circle around B, it represents that it is not storing the file itself. Instead it is storing a link to the previous version. This is how Git stores its data as a stream of snapshots and not as a list of file based changes. We're going to install Git in our systems. I want you all to follow along because we will need Git in order to understand our upcoming videos. We're going to be having some hands-on sessions in which we are going to implement Git. So for that you need to have Git installed. Here you can see two installation setups, right? 64-bit and 32-bit. After installing Git, we are going to move on to GitHub. So this is like a duo of the two version controls that we are going to learn about, Git and GitHub. There is a website that can be used to host that code. Now what do you mean by hosting? It means that making it available online. So allows collaboration. That's the special part of GitHub. It allows collaboration to do a lot of other functions apart from hosting your code. It can also help you host websites, GitHub pages. So it allows you to host very simple static web pages. A feature called GitHub Code Spaces that can allow you an online coding environment, and it can help you plan and track your work. This is very important for a practice called DevOps. Basically, it focuses more on collaboration between the development team and the operations team. Means you are developing the code and continuously integrating it while the operations team, which is maintaining the code, is simultaneously performing the maintenance on that code. GitHub also has some tools which can help you plan and track your work. It can help you set up tasks that I have to commit these many changes by this date, I have to add these many features by this date to my application or whatever. So that is how GitHub can help you, how you can create an account. It's very simple. It's enter your email here. It will tell you to do is that it will ask for your email, it will ask for your password, and it will ask for your username, the username that you're going to use for your GitHub. You have to set a strong password which will have uppercase letters, lowercase letters, numbers and symbols. And basically that's it. It does not ask you very much. You just have to give it very basic information about logging in. After creating your new account, you will have this kind of a dashboard. You may not have repositories since I already have made some repositories. If you have a new account, you may not have any repositories, but don't worry, we will create new repositories. and we will work inside them. A brief introduction to GitHub, what it is, how it works, and you can also create a new account in GitHub. Okay, it's really intuitive. Don't really have to tutor that in any way. Getting really close to get into the main part of our course, which is the the commands that we are going to use. But before that, we need to complete some setups. Okay. So another thing that you're going to need for this course is a coding environment, accessible one that I guess I also use, and if you want, you can also use. It's VS Code. Okay, so just type in your browser. If you already have VS Code installed, then excellent. I have a Windows machine, but this is for Linux, and this is for MacBook. Okay. On the install button, and that's going to install VS Code on your system. Code has been installed, and it will automatically open up. And as you can see, this is what VS Code looks like. I already have some projects open. A new version for September 2023, the version 1.83. So it has added some new features. What allows you to do is that it has many extensions. Okay, basically these extensions are stuff like that will allow you to code better. Okay, these extensions basically help you code easier. They help you to code faster. So that is a very good advantage of using VS. This is going to be our environment. Okay, this is going to be our coding environment. This is where we are going to write the code, or write anything. Basically, you can also create text files in here. Now another important thing inside VS Code is that you need to have terminals. Okay, so just click on terminal and click on new terminal. Okay, and right here on the bottom you'll see a terminal popping up. Now initially this will be PowerShell. Okay, you can click on this down arrow, and if you have Git installed, you'll have a Git option of Git Bash here. Okay, so as you can see, it has opened inside my projects folder in the desktop, since my project is open right here. So for that reason it has opened inside my projects folder. But basically this is going to be your Git Bash. This is the environment in which we are going to write our code. Okay, right here we are going to write our code, and this is where we are going to perform our version control. That's it for this session, guys. See you in the next video. I hope I'll see you in the course.